First mission of Hype's new survival show Dream Academy just concluded, including Eliminations, and I'm here to talk about it. Know that I didn't do this for Are You Next, but I'm going to be doing a whole series on this. So without further ado, let's get started. To me, this team was actually the better dance team. I feel like they blended together well and they all had their individual time to shine. I don't think that their harmonizing was bad, and I feel like I don't know whether it's the song or the comparison, but I think they did better than the Pink Venom team. Their fluidity, their individualness, their blending all stood out. So I feel like this team doesn't receive any criticism and they did really well. So congratulations to them. To me, this was an okay performance. I mean, it wasn't as good as the OMG performance, so I can't really rank them high. But in my opinion, Hinari wasn't as bad as the judges made her sound. I mean, of course, I barely saw her, and I watched the performance again by myself, and I noticed that she didn't really have a lot of parts. She didn't even have her own individual part. She only had this one part where the camera zoomed into her. But I don't really like the fact that the judges criticize her so much. I understand she's young and she still has opportunity to grow up and become an artist in the future. But I don't think she was as bad as the judges made them sound or made her sound. Adela wasn't really as bad as it was to be eliminated. In my opinion, Hinari or Adela should have been eliminated with Brooklyn. I don't think the two should have been eliminated. So what do you guys think about the Pink Venom team? Let me know.
I'm in the corner watching you kiss her. I'm right over here. Why can't you see me?
To be honest, I've not sent much criticism towards any of the performers, but I have to say Brooklyn is my least favorite performer in the whole round. I mean, her voice, I'm not saying hate to her, don't get me wrong, but her voice is really unstable, and I feel like it really brought down the team's performance. I mean, her parts were a lot and she should have at least delivered it. I don't think that she could have gotten the most parts because her voice was really unstable.
I'm in the corner watching you kiss her. I'm right over here. Why can't you see me?
But apart from Brooklyn, I really think that this performance wasn't really as good as the other vocal performance. I mean, in Still Into You, we could clearly see the harmonization and the blending of all the girls. They sang together so well. But in this team, I really feel like their voices didn't match each other and the performance really felt apart. I'm actually agreeing to the judges' criticism that this performance they look like soloists. So, what do you guys think about the Happier Times Ever Times dancing on my own? Let me know. Also, I never imagined Happier Than Ever Times dancing on my own. I mean, I never pictured the combination, so probably that's one of the things that brought down the performance. So, let's head on to the next performance.
'Cause after all this time, I'm still into you. I should be over all the butterflies. I'm into you. And baby, even on the worst nights, I'm into you.
Sorry, but you saw by the intro how good this song is. If you haven't watched this performance, I advise you go watch it right now. Their harmonizing was so good. I've watched this performance over 100 times if I'm going to exaggerate. This performance was so good, and I feel their voices really blended in compared to the happier time. What? Compared to the happier than ever performance, I feel like this performance really fit them well. I mean, it's not gonna be about the song. I mean, Still Into You is actually a rock song, but they were able to remix it into this calm vocal song which they delivered. In my opinion, Lara and Nayoung's harmonizing really brought their show up, and Sophia and Samara, even with little parts, they still slayed. Celeste, her voice was quite nasal, and I'm not gonna lie about that. But I don't think it's that nasal, and I think she still did well. Like the judges said, her voice could improve, but she still gave her best, even with her weak voice. So I can't just compliment one person. I have to compliment all of them. If I'm going to say if all of them in this team debut, I'd be so happy because for me this was the best performance of the whole round. They harmonized so well and I can't get over this performance. To be honest, I'm not a fan of the way Hybe are doing the eliminations. I mean, after Are You Kidding Me, I'm not going to trust Hybe again, but I'm only watching this show because I just want to. Try my best not to pick a bias, but I don't think Samara is doing justice on me. Anyways, they said that the top six will be immune from eliminations, and these judges are going to pick from the remaining contestants who didn't make the top six who to eliminate. Anyone getting deja vu here from our next high level, low level, and mid level? Yeah, because I'm getting a lot of deja vu. If Hype are going to make this show fair, at least let the audience pick who they want to be eliminated. Stop picking who they want to eliminate for us. Please let us pick who we want to be eliminated. The bottom two are Adela and Brooklyn, which I agree with. They didn't stand out, and Brooklyn really did bad. But I feel like she could improve. But I haven't seen another performance of hers, so we have to wait for another performance before we judge Brooklyn. But in my opinion, the judges are not really. I mean, they're better than Are You Kidding Me's judges. I mean, they're better at picking who they want to be eliminated and judging. But in my opinion, Hype are still going to rig this thing if we keep on letting the judges pick who we want to be eliminated. So there we go of episode 1 of talking about Dream Academy's missions. I hope mission 2 is going to be at least better than this. I feel like we just got to know the girls here and we can expect more. If you have made it to the end of this video, thank you all so much for watching and make sure to come back shopping at your number one stop K-pop store. Make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you will always be notified. Love you all and radiate positivity. Bye!